it's Di from Being Mommy with Style, and we are about 30 days away from our Disney trip at the time of making this video. So the travel preparations have begun, and I've got a couple fun videos coming up for you. I've ordered some things from Amazon, some fun travel hacks, so I'm gonna be sharing those as well. But I wanted to share some of our staple favorites just because I tend to have new people follow me about every 6 months or so I wanted to share some of the things that I picked up at Target. And I also wanted to share a hack that I've shared in other videos, but I love this hack and I'm going to continue to do it, so I wanted to share my carabiner clip hack. And then I also wanted to mention sponge gel. You're going to hear so much about this. It is not sponsored. I'm just thoroughly enamored with them right now. And so I put in a couple different orders, and I mentioned this in a day in the life video, and it's also going to be in my travel hacks video, just as a spoiler alert. But I really love these and I'm really enjoying them, so I wanted to share them in this video too. So since I just opened this up, I ordered another order that has a trio of these little sponge gels. So the deal with these is they're little sponges. There's a number of different scents, and I have some that are on like little hanging things that you can hang in your shower. I've also got a travel one that has kind of like a handheld thing and a travel case for it, which I'm planning on bringing on the trip. These are also conveniently travel size as well, so they'd fit down in like a little Ziploc or a small carry case. But I love these because they have like your body wash, which I use body wash every single time I take a shower. But if you're carrying like a loofah and a body wash, it's just a lot of excess stuff to take with you during traveling. So I love that these combine one for less excess because you only have to bring one thing. And then the next thing is you don't have to worry about it going through TSA if you're flying. You don't have a liquid. You can just toss this down in the other side. You can take it in a carry-on, and it doesn't count towards your like 3-ounce liquids and all that, and it's just a lot easier. So super loving these right now. It's just something I'm enamored with, so I wanted to mention it. Another hack that I mentioned a number of times, and I try to do this every single time we go on a Disney World trip, for about the past 5 years or so since I dropped a camera on one of our first trips there. Luckily, I always bring a backup camera with me, and I think my camera was okay, but it was kind of a little wonky, so I ended up using the backup camera. But what I do is I always have a lanyard, and then I have one of these little carabiner clips on there that just clips on to, well, my camera's right there, but here's my backup camera. It clips onto the wrist strap, so then the net effect is unless I'm bending over, because I have had that happen a couple times where I'm bending over to do something with the kids and then the camera drops and it's like too close to the ground. But if you're standing up, if you accidentally have it slip off your wrist or whatever, and obviously for safety reasons, it won't just like fly away. I always use this as like a safety catch, so my camera doesn't get lost or drop or break or whatever. So this has worked like a charm. It is obviously a very low cost solution for me because I already had the lanyard and I had these around my house and these already come on there, so it was just a matter of putting them together. I highly recommend if you're taking pictures, or they even make this type of thing for your phone. Has definitely saved my bacon more than once while vlogging at Disney, so really, really love that. But let's get to the Target haul, and I wanted to kind of share because I love picking up things in the dollar spot before we go. I usually try to get like their favorite characters or what they're liking right then, if it's available at the time. Obviously Natalie's very into Frozen, and Bella has been enjoying the Star Wars. We just went through and watched all the Star Wars movies. We just got through the last movie we can watch at home before we're up to Rise of Skywalker, so that's cool. So I got this little doodle set for Isabella. It's got a number of Star Wars stickers, some markers and pen, and a little drawing pad. The girls love those. It's handy to have these not only while you're traveling on the airplane and that sort of thing, but also once you get there, if you're waiting for dining reservations. I'll even put it down in my park bag if we're waiting in line or whatever. We do use the Disney apps on my phone, so I'll kind of touch on that a little bit too. If there's apps that you can download on your phone that are helpful, I'll mention those in this video as well. The Disney Play app, and then also we really like Heads Up. I've been at theme parks before where I've gotten like the whole line of people around us playing Heads Up with us, so that's a really cool like kind of sociology trick. But sometimes they just want to do something different, or they want to do something to decompress. So I like having just a little blank notepad for them to write on. So I got these. These were $3 in the Target dollar spot. Also, also, I've mentioned these time and time again, and they have not gone away yet. These Imagine Ink pads. These things are brilliant. I hit upon these very early on in our travels when the kids were toddlers. They are now 8 and 9. I started to say 7 and 9. They are 8 and 9. And these things still, they love them. They're enamored with them. Bella's probably close to growing out of them, but I still get one of each for both children. I have at least one set on the way there, and I try to put one back in my check-in bag to either use once we're there or on the way back. But the deal with these is it comes with this mess-free marker that does not mark on furniture or airplane trays. You know, I really try to be conscientious about other people's stuff, Disney's furniture and the resort room, you know, so I really don't like carrying markers with us. In fact, sometimes before I get the kids, I will even take these little markers out of there and just put like a pen in there. Luckily, knock on wood, my kids are a little bit older, but you don't know with kids. Sometimes they're kind of impulsive. But anyhow, the nice things about these is it comes with these mess-free markers, and when you look at it, you know, it looks just like regular sheets of paper, but when they draw on it, it actually will make different things appear on the page. Now, some of these are just monotone, but these are, both have different colors going throughout. So it's really cool how it works. You know, they can make the different images appear, and my kids still enjoy those. So that was a huge win for us that we found early on, and I'm going to continue getting them until they're probably in junior high. So the other thing that I picked up when I went to Target is I got baby wipes. I still keep these in my house. I keep them in my car. My kids are 8 and 9, and I, again, will probably have these until they're in junior high. They just work really well, especially with, there's probably no spoilers here, Natalie is a little bit of a mess sometimes, and so it just helps clean up whatever has been spilled. I also got these Clorox wipes. We are in the middle of kind of yucky bug season right now, so I will try to wipe down like handles on doors and stuff like that whenever we go into the hotel rooms, especially the cruise, because the cruise always makes me nervous because you're in confined quarters. And although Disney does a really good job at cleaning everything, they usually have lots of cleaning stuff. You see them around everywhere. Your stateroom gets cleaned up, you know, like every day. And there's like antibacterial wipes before you go into the eating places and all that. Still just, you know, you're in a confined space. So I always try to bring a pack of those with me. And then also I picked up, now I already had a couple of these, so I only had to get one more, and then I got a couple of these, so we had enough for everyone to potentially take dosage the whole time. Although, knock on wood, we seem to do okay. The kids don't seem to be fazed by cruising. My husband does get motion sickness, but Mo9 works for him. And I don't know whether I get motion sickness or not. I've always just taken this preventatively. Figured, why have it happen if you don't have to? So we don't get drowsy with this Bo9 stuff. And for the kids, this Dramamine for Kids version, it doesn't really seem to affect them at all. As far as making them drowsy, if anything, it might make them slightly hyper. I don't know. But it has the dosage and all that on the back of it, but we get these and take these preventively on the cruise portion. So we always try to have enough of that for the cruise portion. So I did also put an Amazon order in. I found a lot of cool things, kind of like little travel hack things that I'm looking forward to sharing with that as well. But I wanted to go ahead and kind of share little bit by little bit the different things that I picked up to ease our travel, to make, you know, certain aspects of the trip easier. So if you have any travel hacks that you love, or little items that you've come along that have made traveling easier or waiting easier, feel free to share those down below. And like I said, I definitely recommend downloading, it's the Disney Play app, where you can do different things while you're in line. I'm trying to find it on here. It's on here somewhere. And also, if you're going on a cruise, download the Disney Cruise app before you go too, because you can actually talk to different people in your stateroom and that sort of thing before you go. And then the other one is Heads Up, and the deal with Heads Up is it has like different things that your crew has to like guess at, and you have it right here. If you get it right, you tip it forwards. If you don't get it right, you tip it backwards. And consistently, every single time we do this at a theme park, I've even done it at Dollywood when we went up there on like a girls trip one weekend. Consistently, we like probably, I don't know, 7 times out of 10 that you do this game in a line, you start getting like people jumping in, and I love that. I think it's fun when you start having other parties like jump in and like, you know, trying to help out and everything. So that is kind of my preliminary haul. I have some videos coming up about planning our travel and obviously our packing and all of that as well. So we're looking forward to having Disney vlogs headed your way very soon. And thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.